Bienvenidos. Welcome to Latino Focus, the show that honors the presence of Latinos here in Silicon Valley. My name is Nancy Sanchez, your host, and today we put together an excellent show for our audience. We will start with a great performance by Bambo Nova, followed by our main interview with Alex Ontiveros and Adam Mendoza talking about Silicon Valley Latino. Next, exotic flavors from Honduras with Maya's Cafe. And we close our show covering the art-oriented program Miradas al Pasado. All this and more on Latino Focus. Adelante.
Mira, pobrecita ella, sola se quedó. Oye, qué bien. Pobrecita, pobrecita. Me encontraste en un momento cuando aún no era tiempo y nació aquel sentimiento que en ti estaba creciendo, creciendo. Por amor perdiste orgullo esperando en un anillo y tú sola te quedaste con tu propio guaguancó. A la vele, vele, va. Pobrecita, te quedaste con tu propio guaguancó. Con tu propio guaguancó. Solita te quedaste sola tú, mi amor. Ya tú ves. Pobrecita, te quedaste con tu propio guaguancó. Y se son sola te vas a quedar. Ahora dímelo tú, nene. ¿Seguro que sí? Dale mambo. Ajá. Pobrecita ella. Pobrecita no. Discúlpame, mamita. Pobrecita no. Yo lo hice con buena fe. Pobrecita no. Una historia tan bonita. Pobrecita y la sigo queriendo.
We're here at History Park in San Jose with Alex Ontiveros, CEO and founder of Silicon Valley Latino, and with Adam Mendoza, Director of Marketing. Alex, thank you for joining us today, and Adam, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So, Alex, tell us, what is Silicon Valley Latino and what inspired you to start this?
Silicon Valley Latino is a multi-platform media company. And I say multi-platform because we have various platforms. We utilize a print publication, a online magazine. We have social media that we utilize, all the relevant platforms through that. And then we also do events, Latino leadership recognition events. And then we also have a membership platform. So all of that basically comprises Silicon Valley Latino.
Sounds great. So tell us a little bit more about Silicon Valley Latino's members and who's behind it.
Okay, so the membership is a variety of Latino professionals from all spectrums. You know, we have people in tech, people in education. We also have people that are entrepreneurs, restaurateurs, and you know, the full gamut. And we actually also started a student membership platform as well.
So tell us about your Cultura Ambassador program and how does this work?
This platform that we created is basically a way for us to engage our community a little bit deeper. We have a variety of members that I mentioned. They come from all different facets, all kinds of backgrounds. And it's a way for us to engage with them a little deeper, as I said, but also to feature them. So we have a page that actually you can go to and visit from our website, and you could obtain your membership. You click on it, it'll kind of walk you through it, how to become a member. We actually do have an annual membership fee for executives that are members. The fee is $100. For professionals that are members or that want to become members, it's $50. And as I mentioned, we also have a student membership platform, and that's $25. And these are all annual membership fees. So it's pretty low, and we meant to keep it low just so it'd be really easy to engage these people. Once someone becomes a member, then we basically ask them to send us their information, and we feature them through our online magazine and through the social media platforms.
So tell us about your team and who else is behind Silicon Valley Latino.
We're actually a very small team. There's 3 of us. I'm the founding member. We also have Sergio Dominguez, who's in charge of social media marketing and online publishing. And then we also have Adam Mendoza, who is our director of marketing and brand development. I also want to mention that we have a small team of contributing writers, and in addition to that, we have about 18 advisory board members who are community leaders here within the Silicon Valley region.
And Adam, I want to hear from you too. What are the different components make up Silicon Valley Latino?
Well, as Alex mentioned, a lot of what we do is content, news, and information. And as Alex likes to point out, we try to make the invisible visible. And our content of our platforms really emphasizes the success stories of Latinos in the Silicon Valley. And we are very proud of our members and the stories and the momentum that organizations are putting together. And we're sort of in a collaborative spirit with a lot of entities in the Valley. So what we learned is that as we grow our content and our news and our membership, the social causes and the information that a lot of young students, as they're starting to migrate towards Silicon Valley Latino, are getting exposed to information in the professional sector, in the community sector, in the political sector that normally they wouldn't have access to. They're learning the stories behind the stories as our community, the Latino community, is involved in key issues and entertainment issues and music and arts and creativity. So what Silicon Valley does is really, it's just a breeding ground for spawning creativity and important organizational concepts and discussions. And we're really excited to be at the forefront of that information. And it's really all about content. It really is about sharing information of the great things that are going on in our community.
That's great work that Silicon Valley Latino is doing. And Adam, I hear that you're involved in a marketing project. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Well, I have a marketing background, and for years and years, I've excelled in working with small and medium-sized businesses to give them a high-end corporate look. And so in working with our network and our small business owners, working on shoestring budgets, doing accounting, being the janitor, being the CEO, oftentimes someone can come in and really take a look at the perspective of their business model and help them with marketing ideas. Marketing is a natural conduit for Silicon Valley Latino because we are in the business of disseminating information. So what we find is that as we do the restaurant reviews, as we talk about sort of our inside Yelp sort of mentality that we're in, we can leverage a lot of social media in our marketing and then take it graphically and aesthetically appealing with just a simple, stroke of a mouse, having some design elements that we're able to help a lot of our Cultura ambassadors and a lot of our clients with. So having that both background of news organization, what's in the know, and what's aesthetically pleasing, and having a little bit of design background, we find that we're able to help some of our customers with their mailers, flyers, logos, things of that nature. And I've been doing that type of work for many, many years. And I really enjoy working with small businesses. That's one thing I want to emphasize, is that Silicon Valley Latino is comprised of a lot of entrepreneurs and small business owners.
I'd like to piggyback on that.
Sure.
I think there's many organizations out there that really need some assistance with establishing and cultivating that brand that they want to create for themselves, and we are a perfect partner to help them do that.
It all sounds great, and I'm sold on the ambassador program. So how do I learn more? Where do I go? Where can our viewers learn more about Silicon Valley Latino?
So Silicon Valley Latino, our website is svlatino.com, and then there's a page, or on our landing page, there's a little shopping cart. It's called the SVL Tienda. You click on that and you can go look into that. One of the things that I did want to also mention is that you asked me about Silicon Valley Latino, and I'm happy to say that the main mission and the purpose why we created this company is because we wanted to combat all the negative stereotypes that there are about the Latino community in terms of what the traditional media outlets publish, especially around news media, that there's the crime rate, there's the dropout rate, all this negative imaging and branding about who we are, and that's not necessarily the Latino community that I know. And so I wanted to do something about it, and we started this company with the purpose of featuring all the positive stories that really do come out of our community, and that's why we've been doing it.
That's great, and it's such important work. Alex, Adam, thank you for joining us today on Latino Focus.
Thank you for having
you.
us.
Thank you.
And now we're going to catch a financial tip with our expert, Marcos Lita.
Buenos días y bienvenidos. I'm Marcos Lita, a certified financial planner. And today I'm excited to talk about the importance of communication. I grew up in a household where we never spoke about our family's financial situation or personal finance in general. And the same, from my understanding, is true for most Hispanic families. This has changed over the years, but I cannot stress enough how important it is to communicate with your family regarding savings, where the bank accounts are held, who the beneficiaries are to the accounts, and what are the liabilities, like debt. It's also important to have conversations around how everyone can help each other progress forward. I invite you all to have a conversation with your family tonight about your family finances. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via Twitter at MHLita. There's nothing more important for the future than what you do now in the present. This is Marcos Lita, and as always, remember, invest in today to enjoy your dividends tomorrow. Gracias.
We're here with Alejandro Dominguez at Maya's Cafe. Alejandra, thank you for joining Latino Focus today.
Thank you guys for coming. It's a pleasure having you guys.
Great. So, Alejandra, tell us about Maya's Cafe. How did the business start and how long has it been here?
So we've been here for about 7 years now, and my boss's mom actually opened it 7 years ago, and then he got it from her, and now we're here. So it's definitely a little bit more Honduran than Mexican, but it's good food all around.
So tell us about the dishes that we have here.
Okay, so this is a pollo frito, and what it is, it's fried chicken over a bed of cabbage, and under the cabbage is fried plantains. And they're not the sweet kind, they're the salty kind. And then it has pico de gallo and a tomato sauce that we throw on top. It's really good. And that's a traditional Honduran plate.
Okay. And what about this one over here?
So that's a baleada, and a lot of people compare that to a quesadilla. So what it would just be, instead of being a corn tortilla, it would be a flour tortilla. And we would put beans, cheese, and sour cream in the regular. The super is the same thing, but we had eggs and avocado. So it's kind of like a breakfast burrito, kind of. It's good.
And what else do we have? It looks like we have some dessert that goes well with the Honduras plates.
Yeah, so this is definitely a banana, and it's not, it's a traditional banana soda. We got them straight from Honduras, and they taste like sweet plantains. And then this is our homemade flan that we do here. And my boss's wife actually makes it, and it's probably one of the best flans I've ever had. It was so good.
So what are some of the other traditional plates from Honduras?
So we have a chuleta sanpedrana, which is similar to the fried chicken, but instead of being the chicken, it's a pork chop. And we saute onions in a tomato-based sauce with sour cream, so it's like a rich, creamy sauce that we pour on top. And then we also have a seafood soup with coconut milk in it. So that has coconut milk, yuca, shrimp, clams, all that good stuff. Fish, it's good. And then it has crab legs in it as well. And then it comes with rice and tortillas. It's
That's
good.
delicious.
It's good.
And are any of the ingredients brought directly from Honduras?
Yeah, so we have coffee that we bring straight from Honduras, and then we also have the banana sodas and the beers and stuff like that. And we have some spices that we bring from Honduras too.
It's very authentic food.
Yeah.
So from the Honduras dishes, which one is the most popular one?
Definitely the fried chicken.
The fried
That's
chicken?
what we're known for here. Like if it's your first time, you have to have the fried chicken.
The fried chicken?
Yeah,
with the
it's
plantains?
good. Yeah, it's
And
good.
the flan as well?
Yeah, with a soda on the side. For sure, that would definitely be how you do it the first time here. Yeah.
Alejandra, where can we find all of these delicious dishes?
Okay, so we are located on 2616 Union Avenue in San Jose.
Thank you for joining us today in Latino Focus.
Okay, thank you.
And now it's time for our art segment with Miradas al Pasado, a great program that helps seniors express their stories.
Miradas al Pasado is a very exciting program that's offered in Santa Clara County. It is for seniors, and it is a program where we use reminiscence, which is storytelling techniques, to have seniors talk about their stories, represented in a certain way, and then let the community see it by community events or different arenas that we have for people to come in and see the artwork and talk to the seniors. So it is aimed at isolated, mostly Latino seniors is our main focus, although we do take a variety of clients, English-speaking clients, but we do have staff that are bilingual, and so it is a really great program for older adults who have some isolation and maybe some depression or some mild symptoms of depression. And the program is a 12-week program that we go into their home and have them tell us their stories, and we document it for them. We actually started through the funding of the mental health department here at Miradas al Pasado through Gardner, but we also have it through ACI, which they have for Vietnamese speaking seniors. So it's two parallel culturally sensitive programs that are reaching out to Santa Clara residents. The way that the program works is that we do home visits. So a lot of times the seniors that we reach out to are isolated. So by virtue of being isolated, they don't get out. So we go to their home. Their home may be a house, but it also might be a community center that they go to, a skilled living facility that their health may be impaired and they may be living in a skilled nursing facility. So wherever the client is, we go to their home. We often take along triggers of memories. We know that research shows that we program memories by our 5 senses. So we have a smell kit where we have different scents and we stimulate them and say, what does that remind you of? Or what's your earliest memory of this smell? Or we have visual kits with different pictures or images. We have a sound kit where we play various songs and sounds that will trigger memories and events. And so we really have a platform for clients to tell us about their stories and about their memories. And we tend to jog their memories using various items. So in those sessions, it usually lasts about an hour to an hour and a half. They tell us their stories. We come back to the office and we document it. And so we write it at the end of the 12 weeks. They get a binder that has all of their stories so that they can then share that with their grandchildren, their sisters, relatives, anyone that they feel that necessary to share it with that perhaps they've never shared before, that perhaps this is the first time that they document of how they got to be here or what their talents are. It's not like therapy in the sense that we're not trying to change their view or their minds or how they conceptualize it. So it's not like therapy in that way, but we do use a therapy technique that's called reminiscence therapy techniques. And that method has been found to be helpful for clients across the age span, even clients who have very severe illnesses like dementia. They are still able to recall certain events and find it uplifting and motivates them. And that's why we're studying the effects of using this type of treatment with seniors to see if there is a change in their mood because of the intervention. The process of how they get their visual piece, there's lots of roads to get there. Sometimes we use a story that they've told us. So they tell us a story about where they grew up. And so perhaps they make drawings of where they grew up and how their house was and what they remember and what they smelled and what it was like. And that is gratifying in and of itself. Other times, people have limited mobility, dexterity problems, physical ailments that may take away their eyesight or their ability to draw. So we have various types of visual projects that they could do. So if that person perhaps already likes to knit or already likes to make puzzles, perhaps we use that as a venue to say how can we link what you already can do with something that we've talked about or that's a strength of yours or that you would like to pass on to someone else, like another generation. How do you put those together? So that's why we have such a wide array of visuals, because different people conceptualize it in different ways. There are different kinds of examples of visual projects that our clients have made over the years. And so in particular is this scarf that I really like. This scarf was created by one of our seniors, and she is from Mexico. So originally she was able to use the colors of the Mexican flag to represent where she was born, but she's acculturated. She came to the US in her 20s, and so then she also feels very much American. So this scarf is a representation of her path, if you will, of her story. And so I think that this is a good example of how it is a representation of their story, of the visuals that different people make. Other people can also draw and paint. So we were able to get a painting from another client who butterflies were something that they remembered as a child, and that they remembered catching, and that they remembered being a very important part of their life. So that's what they decided to paint. And we have, like I said, collages, photo books, pictures, different types of things that we do, dioramas, all sorts of different visual projects. I think the main challenge is finding clients that are interested enough that would benefit from this program, knowing that we're not an ongoing program, knowing that they get this intervention for 12 weeks usually, and then the project is over. Hopefully we've helped their mood and their connection, their social isolation, and their mood during that time. But a lot of people would benefit from this ongoing, and this isn't an ongoing type of program. So we find ourselves really challenged on what to do with clients after that. However, we do take advantage of local senior centers to refer them to. We also have faced that challenge by inviting in family members to come and visit them and share the stories. We also invite them back to our events that we have every 6 months, where they're able to share with other individuals that are in the program about what their stories were and what their successes have been. So if someone would like to get involved, I invite them to contact us at our main phone number here at Gardner, which is 408-287-6200. And they can go ahead and ask for Mariana. She is our lead in that program. Our seniors have lots of great stories, and so many times we go in there and hear such moving, powerful stories, and there's no one to hear them. So I would invite that if you do have a senior in your life, whether that's a parent, a grandparent, that you reach out to them, that they're so important, especially in our Latino culture. They're such wonderful people to have in our lives, and that really root us, that I would invite you to listen to their stories, because when we listen to them and when we do this project with them, we have wonderful comments and outcomes of what people say and how wonderful it is that we were able to do it. In our most recent event, we have some comments that someone wrote, and it said, "This program is extremely needed in the community. I've seen a change in my mother during her visits from the peer mentor, who was very patient with her, and she enjoyed talking, and I think it would benefit lots of seniors, especially seniors who live alone." So, we are meeting the goals of our program, and families see it, seniors see it. We see it in how they perk up and how they're more involved. So and it doesn't have to be a program. If you know a senior, please reach out to them and listen to their stories.
Thank you for supporting Latino Focus. That is all on our show today. And remember that in each community there is beauty and strength. Gracias y hasta pronto.